What's up, everybody? It's Mike Bothwell. When I think about Coach Selle, I just think about the great father figure and coach he is to us and showing us the right way to be young men and play the game of basketball and learn so much. My favorite memory, of course, is winning this baby with him. And stay tuned. We're going to get us a new one this year.
What's up, Coach Selle? I just want to take a moment and thank you for everything you've invested in me with basketball. And one of my favorite memories playing for you was one time you were going to call me into the game, and I still have my warm-up on, so that was pretty funny. And just one thing I learned from you, Coach, was just to step up, even though I'm younger than most people, because leadership can come from anywhere. So thank you, Coach.
One of my favorite memories from CCA Hoops also ties in to something that I learned from Coach Selle. It was when the season had first started, my junior year. I had missed a practice to go see my brother playing his first game. And I remember the next day he was just like very upset at me for doing that. And the practice that we had was very gruesome. But by the end of it, he embraced me and he was like, "Aunt, I love you." And that really meant a lot to me. What he taught me was that in life, you got to have certain disciplines, to be successful at whatever you're doing.
So I'm grateful for everything that you do for the program, and just thank you for everything that you've done for me. And I have to say, personally, my greatest memory is coming in ninth grade and getting to see the program and getting to see how everything was done. So thank you.
Congratulations, Coach Selle, on such a great career that you've had at Cornerstone. I want to thank you for everything that you've done in my life and for the opportunities you've given me. We've had so many great memories, whether it's been going on trips together like Miami or working together and winning a state championship. It's been such a great ride, and I wish nothing but the best to you as you continue this next part of your journey. I want to thank you again, and best of luck.
Hey, Coach, I just wanted to say, man, these past 3 years at Cornerstone just been amazing because of you, Best coach any high school kid can ask for. And as you can see, we've been winning unlike most people. Just want to say thanks for everything you do. And, glad this season.
I came back to coach at CCA for two reasons. One was to win a state championship, and the other is to coach with my best friend, Dan Selle. The best part about having Dan as a friend is that he won't let me do stupid or ungodly things without saying something. And even if I do those things, I know he still loves me.
To this day, my favorite memory with Coach Selle is persevering through a tough schedule freshman year and being able to be a part of the team that won states my freshman year. For Coach Selle is all the opportunities he's given me over the years, and his extreme generosity has really blessed me.
Hey, what's going on? This is Benjamin Hemingway, and I just want to say congratulations to Coach Selle on retirement and a successful 10-year career. My favorite moment with you and the team was all the times, you made us learn those Bible verses and all the wisdom and knowledge you kind of spit to us, and the conversations that we had on the side. And, you really cared about our development as men and not just as basketball players. And I appreciate that. Some of the stuff that we spoke about and talked about, I used every day in my walk of life. And I just want to say thank you and enjoy retirement. Lay up on the beach somewhere, kick your feet up, enjoy. Good luck in the tournament. Same thing to the CCA team. You guys deserve all the stuff you get. Hard work pays off. And again, congratulations, Coach.
Had some fun times playing for Cornerstone these past 4 years, including winning the state championship. Thanks, Coach Selle, for everything he's done for the program. Hopefully we could end his coaching career with another state championship.
I'm wearing this shirt that says Best Buddies, Dad and Laura. My dad got me matching shirts with him when I was like 8 or 9, and I've always been super close to him growing up, and I'm really thankful for him, the role model he is in my life, and how he's always pushed me to be a better soccer player, and more importantly, he's pushed me to be closer to Christ and always encouraging me in my faith. And Dad, I'm just super thankful for all the countless hours you've put into my soccer career, all the games you've watched me play and been my #1 supporter, and all the games you've coached me in high school and middle school, and just the countless times you've pushed me to go the extra mile, get some shots up and all that stuff. And so I love you, Dad, and just thank you for everything.
Hey, Coach, I want to congratulate you on your 11 years here at Cornerstone. I want to thank you personally for what you've done for me over these last few years, allowing me to be on the team and then coming back, work at State Fast, and just being able to help out the team again. I want to thank you for everything you've done for us over the years, and just
everything. You've been a real mentor to all of us, and we all really appreciate you, and we love you, Coach.
My favorite memory of Cornerstone basketball and just Coach Selle in general is when my sophomore year, we went to the Orange Bowl. That was something I'm never going to forget. One thing that Coach Selle has taught me throughout the years is how to be a hard worker and what dedication and hard work can get you.
Coach Selle, I just want to congratulate you on your coaching career. You've helped a lot of guys. I was one of them. I'll never forget all the good times we had, all the chicken stops we made on my behalf. Yeah, you were a great coach, great mentor, great leader, and I just appreciate everything that you did for us. So congratulations, and can't wait to see you.
All right, man. Coach Selle, what's going on, man? First and foremost, man, thank you for the opportunity as always. And, man, I think my favorite memory was probably 2016, man, when we got down to Columbus and won state title, man. Just great memories, man. We had a great group of kids, great coaching staff. I just remember that whole journey, man, just from day one and to that last day we cut down those nets in Columbus. That's probably my favorite moment. But with working on the staff for the last 4 years, man, I think the most thing I've learned is just to be not to be ashamed of, coaching and leading, but, making sure we're implementing Christ in all that we do, whether it's on or off the court. I think that's the biggest thing that you've taught me, and you're a huge influence in my life, and I pray for more years to come coaching and just being able to inspire the next generation. Thank you for the opportunity, Coach.
My greatest memory with Coach Selle has to be a time when I was shoved by another player for playing hard defense, and that player got a technical for it. Coach Selle's reaction was the best.
Congrats on a great coaching career, Coach Selle. One of the first people that taught me the value of dedication and hard work. Definitely my favorite memory, going back to sunny Florida in the middle of that cold basketball season.
Best memory I have with CCA is our trip to Miami, when all the guys worked me up the courage to do a backflip off a bridge into one of the canals in downtown Miami. The best thing Coach Selle ever taught me was to always strive for greatness, whether on the court or off the court or in the business you pursue. Thanks, Coach Selle.
Looking back, one of my favorite memories of Coach Selle is one day we're at practice and we have to run stairs, and that's everybody's least favorite drill, but what does Coach Selle do? Laces up his shoes and he runs them with us. And the thing I admire most about Coach Selle is just what a tremendous godly man and leader he has been in our community, in our school, and he has helped me to become where I am today and helped me to become the man I am today. So, Coach, I thank you for everything you've done and wish you the best in all your adventures next in life.
One of my favorite things about playing for Cornerstone was just how much that we did as a team outside of the game of basketball. And something that Coach Selle always taught me was just to stick with something, even when it's not what you want to be doing, but to push through it and keep working hard. And I'm thankful for that, Coach.
Coach Selle, congratulations on a great coaching career, amazing coaching career. We made a lot of memories together in our years together. But my favorite memory definitely was winning districts. That was just a huge accomplishment for us. And one thing that you really taught me was just perseverance, man. To stick to whatever we're doing, and to do it for the Lord. And I really appreciate that. Congratulations.
Hey, Coach Selle, just want to say I appreciate you. This is a great night for you. It's a special night. We just want to celebrate you and all the things that you've done, the impact that you had on myself and my teammates. It never ceases to amaze me. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your day.
Congratulations, Coach Selle, on a great career as the boys basketball coach here at Cornerstone. You guys managed to put together just a couple more wins here in the later years than we did earlier on when you first started. As one of the first players you had the opportunity to help coach, I'd just like to thank you for the little ways in which you help guide me through my time at Cornerstone as a young man, still learning and developing. I'm thankful for those moments we were able to spend together, whether at practice or in and outside of games. We're thankful for your service, what you've done, and we're excited to see how it is you'll be able to help serve here at Cornerstone going forward.
Coach Selle, I just want to say congrats on all your great accomplishments and everything you've done for Cornerstone. You'll always be remembered as a legend there. One thing you definitely taught me was how to be a better man of God and being in my word and prayer and things like that, and just how important stuff is. My greatest memory of Coach Selle is easy. Winning that state title and being subbed out towards the end and hugging Coach Selle, just saying, hey, we finally did it, and just the excitement, the enjoyment, and everything like that, because the hard work paid off. So I thank you for everything you've done for me, Coach, and all the different lessons you taught me, and just thank you for everything.
I remember this meeting we had when I was a freshman going,
It was before the season. We had this all the basketball team came together for this meal, and I was sitting down. And we were eating pizza, and I remember I grabbed 4 pieces of pizza, and I was kind of still debating in my mind whether I really wanted to play basketball those years in high school or not. And I was sitting down, I ate the pizza, and I looked up at my dad, and he said, "Did you have 4 pieces of pizza?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "You know what that means, right?" I was like, "What?" "You're in for all 4 years." I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." But really though, Dad, I couldn't be more thankful. I look back and I'm so thankful I stuck with it those 4 years. I just treasure and cherish every single moment I got to spend with you, Dad. And I love you, and I know that you poured into so many other people's lives through basketball and through your example as a coach and as a man of God, but also you poured so much into my life and just being your son. I couldn't be more proud to be your son, and I love you, Dad.
Hey, Coach. First off, congrats on an unbelievable coaching career. I'd have to say the memory that's going to stick with me most was sophomore year. It was an away game at Fairport, and I was sitting at the scorer's table ready to check in. It was my first varsity game. I had a bunch of nerves, and you looked over and you said, "RJ, if you get the open look, knock it down." And I ended up hitting a couple threes in that game, but it was just that confidence that you instilled in me at that moment that really built my self-confidence for the game of basketball and really defined my career at Cornerstone.
Coach Selle, the best coach in the world, I thank God for you and all that you have done for me. I would have never known about this great program if it wasn't for you. I am proudly to say that was the best decision of my life. I wish I had started from the 9th grade. Congratulations on your outstanding career. I love you. Sincerely, Big T.
My dad has shown a great love for the game of basketball in his life, but even more so through the game. He displayed his love for me in every single workout, game, and practice we had together from 6th grade on through high school. When my dad first asked what sport I was interested in playing, he might not have been thrilled to hear soccer, but he still supported me 100%. And even though I know his true passion lied with basketball, he still took the time to learn the details of soccer and even coach my siblings. My dad holds a long list of accomplishments with Cornerstone basketball, including taking the team to the state title, but it still holds no comparison to the impact he had everyone on the process and the blessings that flowed through him. So Dad, I want to thank you for all the time you took coaching me and all the lessons you taught me in the process. I love you.
Dan, congratulations on an awesome run at Cornerstone as coach. You did a wonderful job there, and you should be very proud of what you accomplished through the sports program there at the school. I want to thank you for all you did for me. I appreciate it very much, and I especially thank you for the friendship that we had. Thank you, bud.
Hello. As the oldest in my family, I want to give some insight onto the start of my dad's coaching career. When I was 8 years old, my parents enrolled me in a basketball league. Anybody who knows my dad knows he loves the game of basketball. Long story short, it was very clear that I was not meant to be a basketball player. My parents encouraged me to find a sport that I might be more successful in, but enjoy, and that was fast pitch softball. And the first team I think my dad ever coached was called Big Red, he named it. And I have so many happy memories from being on that team with my sister and my dad coaching. And shortly, like maybe, 2 years later, I was playing on a tournament team. And in hindsight, I felt like I was being recruited, but I think they were more like recruiting my dad because he was such a great coach naturally early on. And you might say, why am I saying all of this? Well, I know from my dad, in the early days of coaching, as well as now with the Cornerstone basketball program, this is more than just a sport. It's an opportunity that he's taken to invest in athletes' lives and families as well for the kingdom of God. And I know the lessons that I learned from my dad as he coached me in part, but also I'm sure many players on his teams can attest to this as well. Those lessons we can translate outside of the sports arena into other areas of our lives. And when I think of my dad, one thing I always think of is a couple years after playing on this tournament team I mentioned, my dad was throwing this huge tournament called the Sunrise Slam in Kirtland, Ohio. And anybody that knows my dad knows he does not do something halfway. That always really impresses me about my dad. He works hard at whatever he does. He gives the glory to God. He doesn't try to glorify himself. He's diligent. And I'm not just talking about the resources he invests in an operation. It's how he approaches it. And it makes me think of the verse in Colossians, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord and not for men, and do it all in the name of Jesus. And I know my dad totally exemplifies those verses and how he carries himself and also his character And it's very evident that he's a godly man and how he carries himself with his teammates, opponents, and all the different ancillary relationships with referees, etc. As a coach. I may be biased because he's my dad, but I think he's had a real gift in coaching and encouraging kids, really for many reasons. Another verse that comes to mind in Psalm that says, "Oh, you, O Lord, will bless the righteous with favor." And Dad, I think you truly made an impact for the kingdom on many different athletes and families, and I'm so proud of you and to be your daughter, and I love you.
Coach Selle, congrats on a great career at Cornerstone Christian. It has been my privilege to watch you develop this team from a team that couldn't win a game at our team camp into a state championship team. And most importantly, I've seen the impact you've had on the spiritual lives of the young men you coach, and that has been a pleasure to watch. So wish you the best in your retirement from coaching. I know you're not going to be done working, and you'll be around Cornerstone a lot. It has been a pleasure to call you friend over the years, and I'm really happy for you.
Coach Selle, I don't know where I start without getting emotional about the influence, impact, and provision that you have led in so many young people's lives. And thankfully, as a grown-up, I got a chance to participate and observe what I used to tell you all the time, that you were running the best high school basketball program in the country. And I got 30 years of experience of observing them across the country to say that. Thank you so much for your legacy. Thank you so much for how much you poured into specifically my family, particularly my two boys. Brandon and Brian would not be the men of God that they are without you and your influence. I wish you well as you move forward, and thank you so much for your sacrifice and your obedience and faithfulness and submission to the Lord to serve in the capacity as the head basketball coach at Cornerstone Christian, which is the best high school basketball program in the country. I love you, and I'll be forever indebted for your service. God bless you.
Timmy.